Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron, I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. We're talking about very early changes to the biblical text, and this is how God has preserved His Word in the Textus Receptus, the Byzantine text, overwhelming number of Greek manuscripts as well as manuscripts in other languages. And certain things in a localized text down in Alexandria, according to Origen and others, terribly corrupted very early. So let's read about what some other people say about this. We're on brandpluck.com, Will Kinney's wonderful website. Just punch in Will Kinney KJB, King James Bible. A lot of stuff, good stuff will come up. So Wilbur Pickering, what a great book this is, The Identity of the New Testament Text. Bruce Metzger said it is understandable in some cases different scholars will come to different evaluations of the significance of the evidence. A cursory review of the writings of textual scholars suggests that Metzger's in some cases is decidedly an understatement. In fact, even the same scholars will vacillate, as demonstrated by the more than 500 changes introduced in the third edition of the Greek text produced by the United Bible Societies as compared to the second edition by the same committee of 5 editors prepared both. Isn't there was a Martini, Carlo Martini may have been one of those, C.M. Martini. So, and then in some cases, they bring in King James readings they had excised for years because they're like, well, the evidence is just overwhelming. So Kurt Aland, M. Black, C.M. Martini, B.M. Metzger, and Alan Whitcomb, the Greek New Testament, 3rd edition, 1975, we're up to the 5th edition now. Metzger's commentary upon it appeared in 1971. The second edition is dated 1968. It thus appears that in the space of 3 years, 68 to 71, with no significant accretion of new evidence, the same group of 5 scholars changed their mind in over 500 places. Now, this is an amazing statement he's about to make. This is Pickering. It is hard to resist the suspicion that they were guessing. Now, let me just say this. When people talk about the science of textual criticism, I've got a friend that's real big in that. It's not. I've been studying this for many decades. I won't say many. 3 decades plus. Many years, 30-something years. And they kind of just make it up as they go, going all the way back to Westcott and Hort, the 1870s, oldest is best, and all this. B is to be preferred among them all. So the changes between the 25th and 27th edition of the Nestle's Island text are also interesting. 763 changes, of which 408 occur in the Gospels. Kurt and Barbara Island calculated that all the variance between all the New Testament manuscripts calculated to a 37.1% difference, not the 1% you hear all the time. That means that over a third of the New Testament has meaningful variance. Meaningful, not just things that you can't even translate in English. Mormon has done us a great service by showing the 8,000 plus differences between the Textus Receptus and the New Greek text. And so that comes from Kurt and Barbara Allen, the text of the New Testament, Grand Rapids Erdman's 1995, page 29, if you want a reference to that. The Alexandrian family, if there is one, that's me saying that, is what underlies most of the modern versions of the Bible. The Alexandrian text is full of variance and make up most of the 37.1% difference between all the Greek New Testament manuscripts. Early church father Origen, who lived in Alexandria, said about the local Bible copiers, the differences among the manuscripts of the Gospels have become so great, either through negligence or some copyist or through the perverse audacity of others, they either neglect check over what they've transcribed, or in the process of checking, they lengthen or shorten as they please. And that comes from Metzger's The Text of the New Testament's Transmission, Corruption, and Restoration, 3rd edition, 1991, pages 151 to 152. That may be the same book where he kind of reneges on his, because of C.H. de Jong, on his Erasmus statement about adding 1 John 5:7. So, I was trying to end this series and get on to some other things on the channel, but I think what can be more important, the Word of God that shows us the way, the truth, and the life. And Jesus is the Word. We might ought to stay on this. So we'll pick up, God willing, tomorrow on this, and we'll see you later. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.